And we are live for Game 3 of Day 2 of the Randy Gregory Tournament here at the Jack Manley Wellness and Athletics Center on the Catonsville campus of the Community College of Baltimore County. As CCBC Catonsville Cardinals, the hosts of this tournament, face off against Bull City Prep. Hello everyone, this is Isaac Donsky here for the third time today, ready to bring you the final game of what has been a busy day of basketball. For those who didn't tune into our earlier games, Game 1 saw a hard-fought victory for Kingsman Academy as they defeated Baltimore City Community College in a controversial yet fun game to watch. Game 2 was a complete dominating performance for Westchester Community College as they dominated Anne Arundel Community College all game long. Now we got an interesting one for you today. As the host of this tournament, the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals face off against Bull City Prep out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's take a look at the starters for today's contest, and we begin with the designated away team. Well, actually, let's go with the designated home team for this game, Bull City Prep. I was going to start with the away team like I normally do, but considering that Catonsville has been designated the away team, we're going to start with the home team, Bull City Prep, for this game. Starting at forward will be number 23, Sebastian Taylor. Starting at guard, number 4, Michael Honey. Starting at guard, number 3, Joshua Stevenson. Starting at guard, number 5, Kendrell Brooks. And starting at forward, number 11, TJ Lester. All of those players hailing out of North Carolina in their senior years at Bull City Prep. Meanwhile, now let's move on to the designated away team and your CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. As I nearly tip over the camera by trying to do my camera operator's job, not going to do that anymore. Starting at forward for the Cardinals, sophomore from Nassau, Bahamas, graduate of St. George's High, number 0, Christopher C.J. Johnson. Then it's the Smiths. Been waiting a long time to be able to say that. Starting at guard, freshman from Washington, D.C., graduate of the Virginia Postgrad Academy, number 12, Kurt Smith, Jr. Starting at forward, a sophomore from Randallstown, Maryland, graduate of Randallstown High School, number 15, Austin Smith. And starting at guard, a sophomore from Owings Mills, Maryland, graduate of Newton High School, number 23, Maurice Money Smith. Final starter for the Cardinals will be the sharpshooter, the sophomore guard out of Baltimore, Maryland, graduate of Baltimore City College High, number 25, Jalen Yates. We've just got about 1 minute to go before the start of today's game, the final game of our 3-game slate. The Randy Gregory Tournament is coming up in just a second. We'll be back. Bull City, all white, red numbers with red trim. Catonsville, you probably aren't accustomed to seeing them wearing this. They'll be in their alternate black jerseys tonight with red numbers and white trim. A very nice look for the Cardinals. There's something about this team during warm-ups. This team looked like they had a confidence and a swagger about them that I haven't seen this season yet. I'm glad to see it. There's something about when the Cardinals are playing in black, they just go up a different level. They're facing a Bull City team that's 6-15 on the year, coming off a 70-54 loss to the NCGBB national team. Meanwhile, Catonsville got the win last night over Westchester in this game in the opener for the tournament. Honey and Austin Smith at center court for the tip-off. We're underway, and it's Maurice Smith, who got a new nickname last night, Money. Because there's something about when that man gets into his zone in the second half of games, he just takes over. You can bet he's going to find pay dirt. Here is the sharpshooter, Jalen Yates, looking for an opening. Yates will find CJ in the paint. CJ puts up a shot, won't go. Rebound is taken by Sebastian Taylor, number 23. As there was an error on the shot clock didn't get reset. They're going to slow things down here, have it get reset. Going to be a little difficult for me to name names for Bull City since they have an interesting numbering scheme for their jerseys. They only have the big number on the back. On the front, the number is very small and kind of dominated by their official logo. So forgive me if it takes a second to get the names right. Here's Brooks, number 5. He dishes it out to Stevenson. Stevenson back to Brooks. Brooks trying to get some adjustment. He puts up a 3, won't go. Rebound is taken by Honey. A scrum for the ball in the middle. Swiped out of there by CJ. Right into the hands of his coach. What a great play there by Christopher Johnson. Honey will inbounds. Goes to Taylor. Bull City trying to get a response. A shot and a score by TJ Lester, number 11, as he opens the scoring. Reese goes to Austin Smith in the middle, and Austin Smith answers immediately, tying it up at 2 each. First foul of the day is going to be called. There was a big reach there. Foul was on 12. That's Kurt Smith Jr. Here's a chance here for Bull City. Honey for 3. And well off target, CJ's able to grab it. He finds Reese. Reese down to Austin. Smith puts it up. Oh, so close. Just circles around the rim. Bull City back on the attack. Brooks finds Honey again. Honey will fire out to Stevenson. They go in for Lester. TJ Lester. Sebastian Taylor. Taylor puts up a shot, but it is scooped up, and another great stop by CJ. It's the great wall of CJ back there in the backcourt. Or excuse me, the front court. Excuse me. Got my court directions mixed up there. Yates, no-look pass, trying to get to Austin. CJ, jumper. Nails it. And for the first time tonight, the Cardinals have the lead. They're up 4-2. On the response, Honey calling out a play. He's trying to get Brooks to move where he wants him. Instead, he has to go to Lester. Lester looking for an opening, tries to get it to Taylor. Austin getting a hand in there. Honey finds Taylor. Taylor fighting for it with 5 on the shot clock, puts up a shot, nowhere close. Reese with the rebound. Reese fighting to get around Brooks. He passes it out to Yates. As a foul is going to be called on Brooks. A lot of hand contact there. Now this, of course, folks, you may notice this is a very unique game we've got here. A prep school versus a community college. Kind of an intro-level contest. So far, Bull City doing pretty well as they break up that play by the Cardinals. Give a chance for Brooks, for Stevenson, who drains a three. And Bull City's got the lead now, 5-4. Catonsville needs a response. Reese gets it to Junior. Junior surveying the territory in front of him, finds Yates. Yates, Smith to Reese. Reese looks for an opening, gets a good pick from Reese. Goes back to Smith. Smith puts up a shot. No shot there as he is fouled. TJ Lester is the one responsible for that. As Austin Smith will go to the line to shoot two. Austin's had a couple of good games the last 2 times out for the Cardinals. Let's see if he can make it 3 in a row. No luck on the first free throw. A little too much power there. And he does make the second, tying us up 5-all. Cardinals need a defensive stop here. Here's Honey, boxed in by Yates. Honey dishes it out to Taylor. Taylor finds Lester. Lester, tallest player on the court for Bull City, gonna try a three. Off the rim, into the arms of Brooks. Brooks tries a three. Won't go. CJ grabs the rebound and a foul is called. Foul was on Sebastian Taylor. Back we go again. Junior finds Yates. Yates for three. No luck there on the first shot. Yates takes a while to warm up, but once he gets going, he can go. Oh, stolen by CJ. He rips it out of the hands of Stevenson. Austin can't complete. There's a scrub for the ball. Cardinals come up empty-handed on that. Lester for three, wide open. Off target. Ball's bounced up. Reese with the rebound. Reese fires to Smith. Austin lays it up and in. Austin Smith. He's been having some great games recently, and it's showing today. Already a great start for Austin. Bull City trying to respond. Honey in the corner, looks for a three, no. Instead passes it out to Strickland. Brooks, Brooks trying to break around Reese. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Don't know if Bull City is aware. Brooks trying to get in there. Passes to Lester. Lester up and in and a foul. Just manages to beat the shot clock. Into the game for the Cardinals now comes freshman number 35, Jonathan Chester, out of Largo, Maryland. It'll be one shot for TJ Lester here to try and break this tie. It's 7-all. And will remain tied. Lester grabs the rebound, flips it to Reese. Chester had a good first half last night. Let's see if he can repeat. Here's CJ. Got to get around a wall of defenders, and CJ getting it done in the paint like he does so often. Brooks finds Stevenson. Lester tries a three. He has to go to Honey. Can't take any more steps. Honey calls up a play, gets it to Brooks. Brooks trying to find an opening. Bull City's kind of taking the shot clock down a bit. Ooh, big collision right there. They're going to call a foul on Kurt Smith Jr. No, on Junior, excuse me. On Junior. CJ. Checking into the game now for Bull City. Number 21, Landon Johnson. The guard out of North Carolina. Senior guard, that is. As there's a big-time three by Bull City. Joshua Stevenson, number 3, hits it. Bull City retakes the lead 10-9. Oh, miscommunication. Reese has it stripped from him. He wasn't ready for it. And laying it up and in and extending the lead is Brooks. Bull City starting to go on a run. They now lead by 3, 12-9. We saw earlier today a prep school took it to one of our community colleges, Baltimore City, as Reese tries to go to Chester in the paint, and a foul is called. So it isn't out of the ordinary, but it's still something you don't want to see happen, especially if you're the Cardinals. Entering the game for Bull City, number 15, Jajon Solomon. And entering the game for the Cardinals, number 3, Ira Pettis, and making his return after missing the last couple of games due to injury, and this is a big one, number 1, Keith Bullock Jr. out of Washington, D.C. Fantastic to see Bullock back. He has been spending a couple of days. So we have a stoppage real quick. All right, we're getting underway. Great to see Bullock back, the senior leader and floor general for the Cardinals. He's been battling through some illnesses this season and was out of play for the last couple of weeks, but now he's back. Chester tries the block, can't get it in time. Stevenson's able to score. Bull City extends the lead. Catonsville needs a response now, but they've got their floor general out there. Maybe he can help them out. Bullock gets the pass to Pettis. Pettis, a solid rotational player, trying to break away from Johnson. Yates for 3, won't go. Chester knocks the rebound into the hands of Johnson. Johnson gets it out, quick passes. Here's Johnson for 3. Big man comes up short. CJ with the rebound. That was a good stop for the Cardinals. They need to score on this next possession, though. Bullock, no look pass to Pettis. Pettis gets it to CJ. CJ sneaks in there. You cannot stop CJ when he gets in the paint like that and when he sneaks behind the defenders. He's been awesome so far. Stevenson calling out plays. He flips it to Brooks. Brooks to Lester. Lester back to Stevenson. Oh, it's stripped from his hands by Chester. A great move by Jonathan Chester. Here's Bullock. Bullock, no look pass to CJ. CJ up and in, no basket, but a foul was called. I think. Hold on one second. Sub coming in now for Bull City, number 22, Jake Weiss. It's 14-11, Bull City, but Catonsville starting to crawl back. Weiss gets it to Brooks. Brooks over to Stevenson. Stevenson back to Brooks. Brooks feints at 3, finds Stevenson. Stevenson 4-3. Short, nearly got stuck in a little space between the rim and the backboard. That happened a couple of times in the last couple of weeks for the Cardinals. Here's Brooks. No look pass. Chester stripped from his hands by Brooks. Bullock's making some great passes out there. Here's Johnson. Johnson. Fans in the stands want to travel. There's a foul called as Chester got a hand up in Stevenson's face. There'll be 2 shots for Stevenson. The foul was on Chester. Stevenson will not make his first. Into the game for the Cardinals, freshmen Caleb Gray and Carlos Green. Keep an eye on these guys. Gray, an excellent defensive player, probably one of the best the Cardinals have. He actually started the season as a starter for the Cardinals. And also keep your eyes on Carlos Green. This young man has previous D1 experience. He can be very explosive as he was last night. A couple of big-time three-pointers. Stevenson does not make his second. CJ with the rebound. Back underway we go. It's Pettis, Green, Gray, CJ, and Bullock on the field for the Cardinals. Bullock backs up a bit, sizing up his opponent. He's guarded by Brooks. He gets it to Pettis. Pettis trying to get away from Weiss. Bullock, Green, a 3. No luck. It's picked off by Solomon. Here's Johnson in transition. A wild shot, and somehow that worked. 16-11, Johnson scores. Bullock trying to respond here. Passes out to Carlos. Carlos to Gray. Gray for 3. Off the rim into the hands of Brooks. Cardinals can't get anybody in the paint to secure rebounds. Green goes for try to break up the pass. He almost got a hand on it. As a traveling violation is called on Johnson. Here's Gray. Tries to get it up and in, won't go. Johnson with the rebound. Cardinals trail by 5. Johnson gets the pass to Solomon. Solomon finds Stevenson. He scores. This one's starting to get a bit ugly for the Cardinals. Bullock showing some great moves. Bullock puts it up and in. Keith Bullock Jr. gets his first points upon return. And he was showing off on that bucket, and I don't blame him. Here's Solomon trying to fight through. That's a traveling. No travel. It should have been a travel, but no, it's a foul. It's a foul on Carlos. It's a foul on Caleb Gray, number 32. His first, team's 5th. Solomon has to avoid that attempt there. Here's Weiss. Weiss gets it to Brooks. Brooks looking for an opening. Finds Stevenson. Stevenson pulls up for the jumper and nails it. Makes it 20-13. 7-point lead for Bull City Prep. Again, prep schools earlier today, they proved that they could be competitive against community college. They're getting it done tonight so far, but it's still early for the Cardinals. We're about halfway through the first half. Pettis puts up a shot and in. Iru Pettis gets it done. Here's Johnson. He's taking some extra steps there. I don't think they've called it travel yet. Weiss tried to go to the basket. A circus shot, and a foul is called. It's going to be on Carlos Green. It'll be 2 shots here for Jake Weiss. Weiss makes the first, and both, 22-15. With 9 minutes to go in this first half, Bull City so far is in control. Cardinals are hanging tough, however. Pettis, dangerous pass there to CJ. He's got to find an opening. CJ puts up a shot, won't go. Gray tries to get the response. CJ snatches the rebound, puts up the shot. How about CJ? Christopher Johnson. Stevenson trying to respond. Johnson, traveling violation. They finally got him. I don't mean to sound biased, but Johnson's been getting away with a couple of those so far in this first half, and they finally nailed him for one. Maurice Smith back into the game for the Cardinals as Caleb Gray heads to the bench. Green calls out Wisconsin. We'll see what Wisconsin means, that play is. CJ. Reese pulls up, jumper, well short, rebound taken by Bull City. Solomon passes over the middle of Stevenson. He's fouled. This Bull City team, aggressive. Despite limited staff, they only have a single coach with them today. Only one coach made the trip. Stevenson will shoot 2, makes his first, extends the lead to 23-17. His second will go as well. 7-point lead for Bull City. They're up 24-17. Green gets it to Pettis. Pettis out to Bullock. Bullock feints a 3, now charges. Tries to get it up, puts it up and in. Keith Bullock Jr. A fantastic play for him. He and Carlos trying to work as a tandem here, get some steals. Weiss for 3, drains it. 27-19. Bull City making it rain threes. Reese on the response, slips a bit. And a foul is called. Jake Wise, the reason for the foul, will be 2 shots from Maury Smith here. Get the Cardinals within 6. He'll knock down the first. As checking into the game for Bull City, number 4, Michael Honey. And number 34, Ali Mohammed. Cardinals, meanwhile, have sent Jalen Yates into the game. Reese makes both. 6-point game, 27-21. Stevenson, quick pass out to Brooks. Brooks pulls up, uncontested jumper, wasn't able to get it. Snatched out of the hands of Wise by Reese. Reese finds Bullock. Bullock is fouled as he tries to make his way to the basket. Foul's going to be on Michael Honey, his first team 6th. As Kaye Pullen, very talented freshman, enters the game to replace Ira Pettis. Bullock inbounds it to Reese. They're going to have to start from way back, but it's okay. Reese charging in, puts up a shot, and he's money as always. Maury Smith makes it a 4-point game, 27-23. 7.5 minutes to go. Here's Wise. Stevenson, wide open lane. It's closed up quickly by Bullock, but it's a wonky shot back. Honey trying to break free. He finds Wise. Wise, 10 seconds on the shot clock, gets it to Stevenson. He puts up a 3, won't go. Yates tries to get the rebound. Here's a chance for Mohammed. He won't go, and Pullen manages to grab the rebound. Great move there by Kaye Pullen. And now Pullen tries to go in transition. And Kaye Pullen, the freshman, having himself a great start. He's coming off an excellent game. As we have our first time out of the game, Bull City calls it. Be a 30-second timeout here for Bull City. As always, folks, I'd like to give a special shout out during every broadcast to everybody who works to make CCBC Catonsville games so successful and getting them off the ground. Big shout out to all of our student athletes who are helping out today, including my buddy over here, Orlando Perez Jr., who's been working the camera for me all day today for all 3 games. Thanks for hanging in there, Orlando. I know it's a long day, but we're almost done here. We got one more game to go. It's been a fun one so far. It's a 2-point game, 27-25, as Bull City leads. As Catonsville Catonsville is trying to respond here. Wise steps back. Carlos got a finger on that. Here's Honey. Tries to get to Stevenson. Some ball control issues there. Wise, deep 3. He's knocked down. They're going to call a foul there on Darian Jones, one of the new additions to the Cardinals roster for this semester, number 50. Keep your eyes on him. He had a solid debut last night. Wise makes his first, makes it 28-23, 3-point game. Wise will now go for 2. Misses that time, though. Doesn't make the second, remains a 3-point game. Bullock trying to respond. He gets it out to Jones. Jones' shot somehow picked up by Pullen. Kaye Pullen. A great shot there by Pullen. Makes it a 1-point game. Cardinals trying to break it up. Muhammad stepped out of bounds. Possession back to the Cardinals. And a chance for Catonsville to take the lead for the first time since early in this first half. Here's Reese. Puts up a shot. Got it! Catonsville with the lead as Maurice Smith makes it 29-28. Bull City trying to respond. Catonsville. Foul's going to be there on Kaye Pullen as he reached in there, but the crowd is now really getting into it. It's 29-28, Catonsville. Lester getting ready to check back into the game for Bull City. As Kendrell Brooks will go to the line to shoot two. Or 1-1, excuse me. 1-1. He's got the first. Dangerous pass there by Bullock to try to get it to Pullen. Wasn't able to secure it. Possession back to Bull City. They lead 30-29 with 5.5 minutes to go. Bull City quick passes here. Brooks trying to get into the paint. Can't respond. Pullen breaks up that play. Great start to the game for Kaye Pullen. He's had an excellent first half so far. Pullen again adding the pressure. Honey feints a three. Finds Stevenson, back to Honey, guarded by Carlos. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Bull City's got to respond. Kaye gets a hand in there, breaks it up, but they're going to call him for a foul. Stevenson makes his first, extends the lead to 31-29. Doesn't make the second though, so it keeps it at a 2-point game, excuse me. Bullock charging in, lays it up and in. Keith Bullock Jr. I don't think he's missed tonight so far. I think he's been perfect. Of course, making his big return after missing the last couple of games due to an injury, but he's tied us up at 31-all with 5 minutes to go. This one is shaping up to be a classic. Honey surveying the territory, gets a pick from Lester. Here's Lester. Lester, shot with 6 on the shot clock, banks it in there. Bullock trying to respond. Bullock up, no, won't go. He takes a big slide. Bull City. Here's a wide open Lester. Lester tries to get it to Stevenson. He's surrounded by Cardinals, and he still is able to score, fighting through. Bull City's going to get possession here. Coach White coming out to argue at the ref as we got timeout on the floor. I believe they're going to say a Catonsville player stepped out of bounds. I don't think so, but they'll call a timeout regardless. Back from our timeout we go. It's 35-31 in favor of Bull City. What's been a great game so far. For the Catonsville fans in attendance, they've got heart palpitations are starting. This one's exciting as Bull City misses. Wow, Honey and Lester teamed up on that play. Didn't work. Jones for three. Oh, so close for the freshman. Now on the attack is Honey. Honey passes out to Stevenson. Stevenson swiped at Jones with the block. Great block there by Darian Jones, the rookie. In transition, here's Reese. Reese is going to be called for charging. Jalen Yates, Austin Smith re-entering the game for the Cardinals as Pullen and Jones head to the bench. Stevenson looking for an opening. Gets it to Honey. Honey heavily guarded by Bullock. Great defense here by Keith Bullock Jr. Gets it to Lester. Lester trying to break in. A travel's going to be called there. Lester one too many shots, or steps, excuse me. Not shots. 3.5 minutes to go. 35-31 is the score. Kurt Smith Jr. re-entering the game for the Cardinals. Bullock looking for an opening. He finds Yates. Yates back to Bullock. Bullock surveying the territory in front of him, looking for an opening. He's got to get an opening here. 10 seconds to the shot clock. He finds Junior. Junior, normally not a three-point shooter, finds Reese. Reese tries to get it out. As a foul is called, Reese was tied up there. I wonder what they're going to call. Michael Honey's going to be the reason for the foul. His second, team seventh. So Reese will go to the line to shoot two. Excuse me, 1-1 for Maurice Smith. Wasn't able to get the first, though. Remains a 4-point game, 35-31. Cardinals need some momentum to go their way heading into the second half. They need a stop here. Lester tries to get it into Solomon, but it's stolen away by Bullock. Bullock gets it to Austin. Austin, a great pass to Maurice Smith. Great teamwork there by the Cardinals. On the response, Honey. Shot. Won't get it. Austin with the rebound. Austin Smith's having himself a game so far. Great assist, couple of great rebounds. Bullock scything his way to the basket, not enough power on the shot. Solomon's able to scoop it up, and he flips it to Brooks. Brooks back to Solomon. Solomon coming back in transition, gets it to Brooks. Brooks guarded. Nice nifty pass there to Lester. Lester under the basket. I don't know how the laws of physics apply to that pass. Oh my goodness! Keith Bullock Jr. keeps it in play. That ball was headed somewhere else. Yates backs up. Bullock. 2 minutes to go. Bullock charges. Instead passes it out to Smith, who finishes. Wow, what a series of events there for the Cardinals. The hustle from Keith Bullock Jr. Here's a three attempt. Won't go. Junior with the rebound. Flips it to Reese. Reese tries to put it up and in, but he's fouled on his way to the basket. It'll be 2 shots for Maurice Smith, and that could give Catonsville the lead as we're tied 35-all. That last series was wild. Lester's layup attempt was deflected and went in a completely different direction, breaking the laws of physics, as it does. It was about to go out of bounds, but Bullock came screaming in there and said, "Not on my watch," and kept the play alive, and the Cardinals managed to get the score. Here's Reese. Won't make that first one. The minute and a half to go as Jake Wise re-enters the game. I've been saying Weiss, it's Wise, that's how you pronounce it. Reese misses both. We remain tied. Something to work on during the half, tightening up those free throws. Wise Finds Honey. Honey back to Wise. Looking for an opening. He's got Brooks. Brooks, Reese all up in his business. Brooks puts up a shot, and he's broken this tie. It's 37-35, as we've got just about a minute to go to start before halftime. Bad pass by Junior. It's intercepted by Lester. Now we have a minute to go. And Brooks completes there, extends the lead to 39-35. Bull City keeping the pressure up. 50 seconds on the clock. Catonsville needs to score now. Trying to get the response. Yates for three. Won't go. Honey with the rebound. Shot clock turned off. Honey passes deep for Solomon. Yates with a bad foul. No travel called. Bad foul by Yates. So Solomon will go to the line to shoot two as Bull City starting to pull away here. Brooks misses his first. Another attempt here by Solomon with 26 seconds left. No, he won't go. Remains a 4-point game. Cardinals can snatch back some momentum. Green. Foul called there as Junior got spun around by contact with Brooks. Be a 1-1 here for Kurt Smith Jr. Ira Pettis re-entering the game for the Cardinals. Junior makes his first, makes it a 3-point game. Junior makes both. It's going to be a 2-point contest. 10 seconds left of the shot clock. Bull City, can they extend their lead? Honey puts up a shot with 6 seconds left, and he's got it. Makes it 41-37. Now it's time for the Cardinals to respond. Junior puts up the shot. Oh, so close. Inches away from being a shot there by Kurt Smith Jr. that would have made it a 1-point game. 41-37 is going to be the score, however, as we head into the second half. The Cardinals down to Bull City. They're going to need a big change in momentum if they want to get back into this game. Big halftime pep talk coming up. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Getting set for the second half here at the Jack Manley Wellness and Athletic Center for Game 3 of today's slate of games for the Randy Gregory tournament here at CCBC Catonsville. Cardinals trail 41-37 to Bull City Prep. Need a big start to the second half for them. Cardinals had some impressive plays, but Bull City's looked very good so far. We've got 20 minutes to decide it. And I just want to say, for everyone who's been here since 11 a.m. this morning, working on getting this game underway, thank you guys so much, everybody. It's been a long day, folks. We got 20 more minutes. We're going to come back here, do it all again tomorrow. 20 more minutes to decide this contest between the Cardinals and Bull City. Stevenson will inbound it to Honey. We're underway. On the floor for the Cardinals to start this game, it'll be Bullock, CJ, Austin Smith, Maurice Smith, and Jalen Yates. On the floor for Bull City, Brooks, Stevenson, Lester, Honey, and Taylor. Bull City immediately going to start with a score there, make it 43-37. Yates looking for an opening. He's been quiet today so far, but this man has it. CJ up and in and one. CJ will get a trip to the free throw line. CJ will go to the line to shoot one, make this a three-point game. And he's got it. Catonsville going for a more aggressive defensive scheme. It looks like they're going for man defense. The Cardinals can switch it up between man and zone on multiple occasions, whenever they need to. Excuse me. Looking for an opening is Bull City. Stevenson trying to get around Bullock. He loses track of the ball. Brooks is able to pick it up. Brooks hits Lester. Here's Honey. Honey, deep pass over the middle to Brooks. Brooks for three. Won't go. Rebound scooped up by Bullock. There was a fight for it, and Bullock got it. Bullock finds CJ. CJ up and in. Christopher Johnson makes it a one-point game. This is exactly what the Cardinals needed to do to start this second half. No luck on the three-point attempt there by Stevenson. Ball rolls out of bounds. Cardinals will get possession. (43-42) the score. 18 minutes to go. Bullock. Directing traffic, he's going to find Reese. Reese will try and fight for the basket. He's fouled hard, and two shots are coming up for Maurice Smith. The foul was on number 23, Sebastian Taylor, his first, the team's second. Two shots for Maurice Smith. Cardinals can't take the lead on this possession after that miss, but they can still tie it. Just got to make one more. Jake Wise re-enters the game for Bull City. No luck for Reese. He misses both. Now the Cardinals have to go on the defensive here. Stevenson charges. No luck. Smith with the rebound. He gets it to Bullock. Bullock, deep pass over here to Reese. As now, shot clock needs to be reset. There we go. Bullock calling out plays. They fix the shot clock issue. He gets it to Yates. Yates back to Bullock. Didn't like that look. Now Bullock trying to find an opening. Bullock to Yates. Yates has been quiet today. Hasn't scored as much as he should. Yates puts up a shot. Won't go. CJ with the rebound. And the response. And he's got it. And guess what, folks? Cardinals have the lead. 44-43. They finally fought back to get it. That foul was on, that foul was on Austin Smith, his second, the team's first. And the inbounds pass is stolen away by Keith Bullock Jr. Bullock's been everywhere tonight. He's had excellent looks all night. Directed this team. Yates from the corner for three. Sinks it! Jalen Yates, his first three of the night. Makes it 47-43, and now the Cardinals are starting to pull out to a lead. They are ahead by 4. Brooks finds Honey. Michael Honey looking for an opening. Honey puts it up and lays it in. Puts it back to being a 2-point game, 47-45. Yates will try again. Oh, just a bit off target. Wise is able to secure the rebound and flips it to Stevenson. Honey, boxed in. Stevenson, Brooks for three. Misses it. On the return, here's Brooks. Euro steps in, and it's going to be an extra shot for Keith Bullock Jr. Bullock with one shot here, 49-45. And Bullock with the steal. He swipes it away, flips it to Reese. Reese with the swish, and the Cardinals have suddenly jumped out to a huge lead, 51-45. Well, huge by this game's standards, that is. This game's been close the entire time. Bullock keeping it tight. CJ with the swipe. Nearly gets the steal. He goes down hard trying to get around Lester. Stevenson finds Brooks. Brooks avoids CJ. Lester for three. Sinks it. They're going to count that as a long range too. Lester had a shoe over the line. So 51-47 is the score. Bullock looking for an opening. He's got Yates at the corner. Goes to Yates. Yates, back to Bullock. They're going to have to reset here. They're tiptoeing on that out-of-bounds line. We got to be careful. Bullock fights for it, gets it to Reese. Reese, deep three. Oh, Maurice Smith is money again. 54-47. The Cardinals are starting to make it rain. See if Catonsville can respond. Lester charges. Wonky shot. Can't get it. Catches his own rebound. Throws it back to Brooks, who's furious with himself. He misses. Rebound Catonsville. Reese. Yates has to fight for it. Yates dribbles in. Passes out to Reese. Reese back to Yates. Yates for three. Got it! Jalen Yates, the sharpshooter. And the Cardinals are starting to break this one wide open as Bull City calls a much-needed timeout. So after being outplayed in the first half, the Cardinals now lead by 10. 57-47 as we got a timeout on the court. Back underway we go. Cardinals lead by 10, 14 and a half minutes to go. They've broken this game wide open, have their biggest lead of the night. Is the lead safe, though? That's the big question these next few minutes will tell us. Can the Cardinals keep the momentum up and prevent Bull City from coming back? Bullock making life difficult for Wise. Wise gets it to Honey. Back to... No, it doesn't matter. They miss anyway. CJ with the rebound. He flips it to Bullock. Bullock. Oh, as it's stripped away in a wide open lane for Michael Honey. Or is it? Oh, what a play by Keith Bullock Jr. Oh, my goodness. This young man has been on injured reserve. I guess that's one way of putting it. As, ooh, Honey is hurt, actually. Honey's shoulder's been banged up. He's going to head out of the game as Solomon heads in. Bull City will still have possession, though. To finish that earlier thought, as Bull City goes back on the offensive, this young man, Keith Bullock Jr., he's been out injured. He's been dealing with some illnesses. The man tonight has proven he just will not give up. Lester and Poland struggling for the ball. And a three goes nowhere for Stevenson. Here's Bullock again. Dishes it out to Yates. Yates for three. Takes a jump, bounced up. Poland gets a hand in there, isn't able to break it up. Slowly but surely, the Cardinals are starting to show why they're one of the most dangerous teams to play against. As Bull City's able to score there, that's Solomon. Bullock directing traffic, calling out plays. Goes to Yates. Bit of a wonky pass there. Yates was able to grab it, though. Yates backs up, surveys the territory in front of him, see what he's got. He's going to get it to Bullock. Ooh, Brooks tried to break it up, but thankfully, Cardinals were able to break it up instead. Keep it their possession. Second on the shot clock. 30-second violation for the Cardinals. They lost track of time there. Not a great look as Kurt Smith Jr. enters the game for the Cardinals. Landon Johnson enters the game. 57-49 is the score. Three-point attempts, no good for Wise. Rebound taken by the Cardinals. Junior finds Reese. Reese dishes it out to Yates. Yates for three, knocks it down. Jalen Yates is on fire in the second half. He's got another, and the Cardinals have 60. They lead by 11. Good D by the Cardinals trying to break up that play. Solomon. Brooks for three. Won't go. Solomon is able to snatch the rebound. Wise working in the paint, but he stepped out of bounds, and possession is going to go to the Cardinals. Carlos Green entering the game for the Cardinals as he is going to replaces Maurice Smith. Green immediately gets it into CJ. CJ fighting for it. Go. Grabs a rebound and finishes. Boy, CJ has been unstoppable in the paint tonight. Now Bull City trying to respond, down 62-49 with about 12 minutes to go. Here's Brooks. Has it knocked out of his hands by Junior, and a foul is called. Back underway we go. And Solomon starting to show off some skills here. He scores to make it a 11-point game, 62-51. 11 and a half minutes to go in the second half. Another whistle, 2 shots coming up. Foul's going to be against Landon Johnson, number 21. It looks like it's going to be 2 shots. Wait to see what happens. Caleb Gray entering the game for the Cardinals as he replaces Kaye Pullen. Cardinals have held the lead so far. I want to see more production out of them, though. Interesting play call here by the Cardinals. Gray pulls up, CJ. As there's a foul called there, CJ is going to be fouled. The foul's going to be against Kendrell Brooks. Another chance to reset for the Cardinals. CJ. Up and in, Christopher Johnson. Making a good case to be player of the game for this contest. Player of the game, for anyone who's curious, is a little award I give out for the Cardinals at the end of each game. The player I think has the best overall performance, and so far, Christopher Johnson is in the lead there. He's had an excellent night. Solomon, deep 2. He manages to knock it down. 64-53 is the score with less than 11 minutes to go. Junior trying to break away from Brooks. Had some difficulty doing that. He's trying, though. He manages to get it to Jalen. Deep 3. Oh, just off of the rim. Rebound taken by Solomon. Solomon, traveling violation. He was looking for Wise, who wasn't there. Possession back to the Cardinals. Back underway we go, 64-53. Carlos gets it to Iru Pettis, who's checked into the game. Pettis to Gray. Cardinals have almost an all-freshman lineup. Carlos Green for 3. It was partially blocked by Wise, and he scoops it out of midair. Wise flips it to Brooks. And Brooks will score there as Bull City gets a big possession. Makes it 64-55. Within 10 points. Los calling out a play, gets it to Pettis. Pettis to Gray. Gray back to Carlos. Green has it swiped away again, but CJ's there to recover it. CJ fighting in, he somehow manages to get it to Junior. Junior has some trouble. Bull City gets the steal. Bad possession for the Cardinals. And Wise can't connect there as he drops the pass. Drops the pass from Stevenson. And possession will go back to the Cardinals. Cardinals can't get it there. Bullock thinks better of putting up a shot instead. No look pass to Gray. Gray swirls, puts up a shot, will go. Gray tips his own rebound, gets a third chance, and a foul's going to be called as Gray hits the ground hard. Foul's going to be on number 15, Solomon. There's Jajan Solomon. We have a pause on the floor. Here we go. Bullock will inbound for the Cardinals. Finds CJ. CJ puts it up and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Cardinals are having a huddle just behind CJ as they're going to figure out what they're going to do here on this next possession defensively. CJ with a chance to re-extend the lead to double digits. He'll have 2 shots. He misses the first. One more shot here for CJ. Got it. 10-point lead for the Cardinals, 65-55. See if the Cardinals can respond here. Excuse me, if Bull City can respond here. Here's Wise. Finds Honey. Good to see him back at the game after suffering what appeared to be a shoulder injury. Honey will try and get it. It somehow stays alive. Wise, wide open 3. Bounces off the rim into the hands of Gray. He gets it to Bullock. Bullock calms everybody down, slows down the pace of this game. Let's see what he can do. Bullock trying to draw a pick here with Gray. Get a pick and roll going. Gets it out to Reese. Reese with a nice spin move. Oh, it's intercepted by Solomon. Brooks has it. Reese came in there like a rocket ship and broke up the play. Shots missed. Iru Pettis gets the steal. Rebound, excuse me. Pettis finds Bullock. Bullock. Jumper. Won't go. Gray knocks it up. Bullock tips it up. No one can score that possession. We've reached 8 minutes to go. Brooks for 3. Won't go. Gray with the rebound. Gets it to CJ. Bullock wide open. Bullock lays it in. Cardinals extend their lead to 12, 67-55. Bull City now trying to respond here. Nice spin move there by Brooks, but he can't complete it. Now Gray manages to scoop up the rebound. Here's Bullock. Dishes it out to Pettis. Pettis wasn't expecting it. Miscommunication by the Cardinals. Flips it instead to Reese. Reese out to Bullock. Bullock feints a 3, pulls up. No look pass back to Reese. Reese tries to get to CJ, but instead it's stolen away by Solomon. May have been tipped by Wise. Wise in transition. No looks it to Honey. Honey fights. Oh, Pettis slaps it away and a foul is called. Cardinals are about to sub out pretty much their whole roster, their whole lineup, excuse me, on the floor right now, as Stevenson goes to the line to shoot 2. Got his first, makes it 67-56. Stevenson will make it a 10-point game as he hits number 2. 67-57 is the score. Pettis, crafty pass to Austin Smith. Oh, he can't finish. Stolen away by Johnson. Johnson passes it out to Honey. Honey trying to break it away. Smith came in there and deflected it. Austin Smith getting an earful there from Coach White. No, it seems like Coach White's always yelling at Austin Smith, but he does it for a reason. Smith's one of the best defenders the Cardinals have. It's an old saying, coaches tend to be a bit harder on the ones that they see the most potential in. Nice steal attempt here by Bullock. Speaking of Austin Smith, he completes the steal, gets it to Bullock. Pettis Up and in. No foul called. Carlos Green wants a foul. The Cardinals bench want a foul, but they don't get it, but it doesn't matter. Cardinals got 69 points. They're up 69-57. So with just about 6 minutes to go, Cardinals in control of this game, but they need more breathing room here to break away from their opponent. Bull City's not making it easy. Oh, what a steal by Iru Pettis, but a steal back by Lester. Now Pettis with a swipe. Oh, he broke up that play. There's a scrum for the ball out of bounds. Possession to the Cardinals. Bullock fights his way in and lays it up and in. Cardinals have 71. Here's Honey. And not sure who that pass was to, but they're going to rule that Austin Smith may have tipped it out of bounds. So possession will stick with Bull City. Johnson hands it off to Lester. Pettis tries to break it up. Lester peels back. Oh, that one didn't work. He tried to pull the ankle breaker on him. Didn't work that time. Here's Bullock trying to get away from Wise. Bullock all the way. No. Grabs his own rebound. Puts it up again. And one. Keith Bullock Jr. getting it done. 73-57 with 5 minutes to go as the Cardinals continue to survive. Bullock with for one. Smashes it, three-point play, 74-57. Honey feints a three, looking for an opening. Less than 5 minutes to go. He goes for Johnson in the middle. Johnson, foul is called. Basket won't count. No, it will. 74-59. Basket counts. Landon Johnson goes to the line to shoot one. Landon Johnson makes it 74-60, 14-point game. Jalen for three. Oh, so close. Lester with the rebound. Lester coming the other way, trying to go for it. It's stripped away, but a foul is called. Foul was on Austin Smith. So now the Cardinals will try again here. Excuse me. Bull City will. No luck. Austin with the rebound. Flips it to Iru. Tangled up and a foul called on Honey. That's Michael Honey's fourth, team's ninth. They've got one more foul to give. And Ira Pettis is going to get 1-and-1 here at the free throw line. Try to extend Catonsville's lead to 15. They're up 74-60 with 4 minutes to go. One and one for Iru Pettis. Got his first 15-point lead for the Cardinals. Well, folks, what's next for these games? Bull City is going to play Baltimore City Community College tomorrow at 2 p.m. Catonsville faces off against Kingsman Academy, who had that big win earlier today. They play at noon Eastern Time, 12 p.m. It's going to be a fun day of basketball. 76-60 is the score. It's a 16-point lead for the Cardinals with 4 minutes to go. Now the question is, can they just hold off for a bit longer? Pettis with a swipe, may have had a block there. He gets the ball from Austin Smith. Pettis slows up, looks for his point guard, he finds him. It's Carlos Green. Green surveys the territory in front of him, trying to find an opening. Carlos. Jalen Yates tried to break free. No, Solomon with the steal. Solomon dishes it. Lester swiped out of his hands by Carlos Green. Nasty play there by Carlos. Possession will stay with Bull City, but Carlos Green, a great job there, especially against a player like Lester, who has a big size difference over him. Inbounds pass goes to Lester. Lester out to Brooks. Brooks to Solomon for three. Banks it in. Hey, if anything, Jajan Solomon has had an excellent night. He's hit a couple of threes and has been probably the biggest producer for Bull City tonight. Pettis can't go. Rebound taken. Carlos with another steal. Well, attempted steal. He breaks out that play, excuse me. Solomon's three-point attempt. Fail, and possessions going to the Cardinals. Kurt Smith Jr. banks in his first. Second attempt, no luck. And possession will go to Bull City, 77-63. Still fighting for his Bull City. Here's Johnson for three. Close, no cigar. He's going to get another chance, though, as he comes in to scoop up his own rebound. Solomon misses, and Carlos Green manages to get it away. Gets it to Yates. Yates pulls back, finds Jonathan Chester, who in transition finishes. And the Cardinals are up 79-63 with 2.5 minutes to go. They've blown this one all the way open. Lester for three. In and out. Junior trying to fight for the rebound. Brooks for three, won't get it. Stolen away by Junior on the rebound attempt. Junior's tripped up hard, and he'll go back to the line. Bull City now over the limit in fouls. So Kurt Smith Jr. go to the line, and he gives Catonsville 80. Cardinals up. Or is that 81? Am I off? With 2 minutes to go. (80-63) is the score. As Junior misses his second. Bull City now trying to respond as they trail by 17. Excuse me. Was almost right on my first attempt. Here's Lester. The gaggle of players trying to get away. flips it out to Solomon. Solomon manages to get it to Taylor, and he scores. I believe those are his first points of the afternoon. 80-65. Junior trying to respond here. It's a block from Chester. Junior goes for it, lays it up, won't finish. Solomon on the response, tries to kind of tosses it like a bowling ball to Lester. Goes out of bounds, and possession is going to go back to Catonsville with about a minute to go. It looks like the Cardinals are on their way to their 8th victory of the season. We put them to 8-11 on the year. Bowl City would drop to 6-16. Chester nearly gets the dunk attempted, instead he's fouled. Got a big reaction from the Catonsville bench as with 1 minute to go, Cardinals have pretty much wrapped this one up. Chester will go to the line to shoot 2. Got to give it to Bowl City. They have fought hard in this game, especially in that first half. But in the second half, whatever adjustments Catonsville made at halftime, it's worked. Chester makes his first, 81-65. Cardinals had an impressive victory last night. They've got one more game to play during this tournament, and that's the opener for tomorrow's game when they face off against Kingsman. Bowl City, of course, will play the final men's game of the tournament. Oh, Chester with the near steal. He steps out of bounds. Okay, that was about to be awesome. Well, folks, at the end of each game, I like to give out what I call the Player of the Game Award, which is the award I give to the player who had the best overall performance in my eyes. And tonight, I'm going to give it to Christopher Johnson. CJ had an excellent night in the paint, was crucial in getting some big points and big scores for the Cardinals. An excellent night for him as Ali Mohammed misses a 3. Special shout-out also goes as Solomon steals and finishes with a swish there. 36 seconds, though. Not really going to help. They're down 81-67. Special shout-out also goes to Keith Bullock Jr., who, after returning from missing the last couple of games due to illness, had an excellent game, showed a lot of hustle, full speed ahead. He's played brilliantly tonight, but CJ's my pick for the best overall player tonight, as the Cardinals have an all-freshman lineup for the first time tonight. They usually try to keep one sophomore out there, but with 16 seconds to go, they've decided to go with an all-freshman lineup. Should also give a pretty good shout-out to Austin Smith, who's having a good series of games in January so far. Good for him. He was having a bit of a rough season to start the year off, but now he's starting to get his groove back. Brooks. Gray. Solomon banks in another 3. Or 2 in this case. Well, that's going to do it. 81-69 is the final score. CCBC Catonsville finishes night 2 of the Randy Gregory tournament with a resounding victory. They take it 81-69. Folks, we got a triple header tomorrow for you for the final day of the Randy Gregory tournament. Catonsville faces off against Kingsman at 12. Bowl City plays Baltimore City at 2. And then the Lady Cardinals take on Monroe College Bronx at 4 p.m. It's going to be an exciting day, and it was an exciting day today. 3 very good games. Some excellent plays, some excellent individual performances we saw. Again, we apologize for not being able to provide more up-to-date stats. We're not doing live statting for these games. It's all good, though. We were still able to provide some excellent coverage of today's games. Thank you to everybody who tuned in once again, and thank you to everybody at CCBC Catonsville who's been here since 11 a.m. getting started and getting this thing set up. It's been a long, tiring day, and I think all of us could use a nice long rest. We'll see you tomorrow, folks. Tip-off for the first game is going to be at 12 p.m. Same channel as always, CCBC Catonsville Cardinals on YouTube. This is Isaac Donsky signing off as the Cardinals win it 81-69.